can count on continues with Glenn Marini's Sports Report.
Well, welcome back, where we are live at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where if you want to get any closer to the action, you're going to have to buy a plane ticket and make it out here to the tournament. Of course, IPFW in the semifinals tonight of the Summit League tournament. They'll be tipping off at 7 o'clock Fort Wayne time against North Dakota State. The Dons coming in with perhaps their best chance ever of winning this tournament and making the NCAA tourney as they go in as the #1 seed. We chatted exclusively inside the IPFW locker room with head coach John Coffman of the Mastodons just a few moments ago. Here's what he had to say about tonight's big matchup. We're here inside the IPFW locker room with IPFW head coach John Coffman. Coach, we appreciate the time. An exciting time to be a Mastodon fan. You're in the semifinals tonight, taking on North Dakota State. What are some of the biggest keys to being successful ultimately tonight in the semifinal matchup?
Well, we call this a 30-40 game in terms of they play at just a completely different tempo than us. They're one of the slowest tempos in the country. They control the ball really well. And so they try and grind out a half-court, slow-paced game. And, that's the antithesis of how we want to play. We want to get up and down. We want to play with great pace. We want to play in the 80s. They want to play in the 50s and 60s. So, it's going to be, who can push their pace better tonight. And they do a really good job defending. So we need to make sure that we're swinging the ball side to side and getting great open looks and try and play our pace.
You beat South Dakota in the first round on Saturday. You get another Dakota team. You're the hunted, to a certain extent, the #1 seed. But do you feel like these are road games, even though you are the #1 seed?
No, we talk about it all the time. I mean, it's a great tournament. That caters to the Dakotas. I mean, they're making bus trips here. I mean, my bags were lost. I spent 24 hours here before I got my bag. The North Dakota State, South Dakota State, they're not dealing with those sort of issues. So it is. I mean, it's road toughness, but this group, they've been really, really good on the road this year. So I feel good about the energy, the toughness, and the resilience that this group will bring on the road today.
2 years ago, this is an NDSU program that you battled down to the wire for the Summit League Championship. Maybe a Steve Forbes rim out away from a berth in the NCAA tournament 2 years ago. What do these guys talk about? Do they talk about that moment? Do they talk about this program? Is it something that's consciously in their mind?
Well, over the last 3-4 years, we've been in the top of our league, the top 4 of our league. And so, we feel comfortable playing against the top of our league, and I think people give us the same respect that we give them. North Dakota State's been a great rivalry for us. We have great games at their place, great games at our place. And obviously 2 years ago, it was a great game in the Summit League Championship. So, I have no doubt it's going to be a battle, and both teams are going to bring their A game tonight.
Of course, we'll have tip-to-buzzer coverage tonight at 11 o'clock on WANE-TV, the only type of coverage you'll see from Fort Wayne Sports News Leader, as we're exclusively out here in South Dakota. Reporting from the Denny Sanford Premier Center, I'm News Channel 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini.